Welcome, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever happen you may be to another scene in this New York venue. So this time detailing the few of the support players. Yo-Yo has been in Yo-Yo, the gangrel, has been in the city for a while, but never really getting able to contact anyone simply because he has no contacts, he has no friends here. He is a stranger in a strange land, for lack of a better term. There are some familiar habits he is falling back into in his developed to figure out the wildlife inhabitants since the railway cars and systems which Staten Island has. Staten Island does not have a traditional subway. It has one rail station. It's overland, but it is quite amenable to his needs of listening to the birds, talking to the trees and the deer. There are deer on Staten Island. I looked this up. It's pretty fantastic. And this night we'll see the sounds of the train as a different K night in the view. So a individual known as Papa Louie to his friends is entering the rail car to just try to make sense and get around town.
Louis enters the train, but reluctantly. He has someone with him, a big gorilla-like man, who he dismisses at the railroad, so he enters the station alone. Dressed in a big coat and a hat, he just looks out. He has this weird vibe about him. He doesn't really seem right. Out of place, almost. As he just looks outside, and when the train finally keeps on rolling, just starts to look outside, getting a good view on the city from above. And he lights a cigarette, even though he's not supposed to.
Papa Louie, looking outside, we'll see the natural suburbs and into the distance the inner island part, because there is an inner island with a very nice country club, by the way. But if he's being particularly perceptive, you realize that there is also a second area, not immediately around him, but a second car, which is almost completely empty of any other passengers besides one hooded figure with a cap and a rather large. You want to say wolf, but there's no way a wolf could be led inside the city this far in town.
So out of character, it's a creepy guy with an animal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Louis just looks over to see make any moves or threats, or is he just sitting there by himself
What you can
with his big
see,
cat dog?
yeah, he's pretty much got a dog. The dog is looking adamantly towards the door that separates the two cars. And the man just has his head down with the cat. Oh, actually, I got a cat right here. Head down, cloak, cap, and he's. Well, if you would get closer, you almost swear you were hearing whistling, but at this distance, you really can't tell.
Well, Louis looks around the car, walks around a bit, and then looks through the window separating the two cars from each other, and sees this weird ass hobo with his big fucking dog. He just kind of stands in front of the window in his hat and his long, fancy coat, pretty expensive. Just kind of keeps staring at the stranger and just keeps staring. The dog will probably pick it up pretty soon.
Yes, yes. As Papa Louie is staring at him, the dog at the at this time homeless man's feet will start getting riled, unsettled, and start hopping up to one of the chain seats, and you could swear the dog is trying to get you into a staring contest, a death stare. And behind him, over the sounds of all the ridiculous noises and rattling and chains and night noises of the train. You must hear a and the dog stops the desk there, sits back in the chair, turns around to the guy, right? And it almost looks like they have this little conversation and just barks and yelps.
Okay. Well,
And the
Louis,
man is now staring, and the man is now got his attention over to you.
Louis just keeps staring like some fucking creep in the subway.
And the creep in the subway pretty much does one of these motions.
You can just see him shaking. Louis just see him shaking his head and going. Out of character, would he recognize Yo at this distance? Probably not with his disguise.
No one's gonna recognize Papa Louie, no matter what he is.
No, I mean, does Louis recognize Yo-Yo?
Oh,
Because I don't think they met that often. Like,
uh, Yo-Yo and Papa Louie have met a few different times, but in the disheveled state he's currently in, then you would have to make a perception, some type of perception check to actually get it.
yeah, I would like to. Out of character, I'd like to make one.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
With empathy? No, not with empathy.
If you do it, perception, animal kin, perception, survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a perception survival one. I got 1-8, so it's basically like looks like every hobo to me.
Okay, this is what you get. It's definitely it to you. It definitely looks like a hobo. It almost looks like a hobo you met, you intimately talked with. Almost as if he's from your home city or something. It's frightening how similar he looks to you. How familiar. It's almost at the edge of your tongue. You dare damn say that you knew this guy's fucking name at some point.
Hmm. Well, all the more reason to start creeping it out. And Louis will, after him, Yo-Yo motioned for him to come in, just return the favor, and wings him into his car, while keeping to just blatantly stare, obscenely almost.
Okay, definitely doable. At that moment, the wild, well, the wild homeless man will reach behind his back and bring out a large aluminum bat.
Aluminum bag?
Yes, and he makes the motion, and he makes the gesture again, but more forcefully.
Any way to tell what's in there? In that bag?
It's a bat, an aluminum bat, like a baseball bat.
Why would I go in there? Alright. No, Louis will keep staring, and he kind of puts a hand on the glass, which does not leave any sort of marks on it, as he's not a mortal man. Just kind of presses his nose on it.
Okay.
And then just goes,
At that point, I think you're trying to insinuate that you're on something familiar, so yeah, he's going ahead and make a perception check.
go ahead.
He's not very good at perception. Okay, for
Better
some
than he thought.
reason, Yo-Yo fucking knows you. No, he knows you, not as either friend or ally, but knows you as someone you should be talking to. In which case, the man actually stands up from the bench and will start clicking the sides of the other bench. Click, click, click. With his aluminum back as he heads towards the subway divider, pulls it across. And behind him, there is the yelping of the dog, which is quickly, sire.
You gotta check your dog, mate. Makes people nervous. And Louis just kind of stands there, having one of his hand in his pocket as he kindly touches his 9mm in his coat. Turns his head a bit tilted. What you staring at?
I'm staring at a guy who should be telling me what he is before he gets sideswiped by a bat.
Oh, why so fucking hostile, mate? Louis smiles.
He,
Louis,
because you're in fucking Cammy territory, you fucking rat bastard!
And Louis kind of raised an eyebrow. Well, I know your face. Oh my
Louis!
god, yo-yo! Jeez, yo-yo! And Louis just kind of steps into the midsection, locks the doors behind each of them so they're alone in this midsection. And Louis gives him like a bear hug.
Like, dude,
what are
you
you
about to
doing
throw
here,
something
man?
across your head. Shit!
I was about to bust you.
Dude, and the dog behind him is going fucking crazy, and then, ruff, 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 and the dog comes out immediately.
Man, what are you doing here? I thought you had been down Zister.
It was for a while, and then, well, something's not right about that city right now, so I decided to join the Crusades for a bit.
Righteous, brother, righteous! And he gives you like a pat on the back. We can always use more devout soldiers of Cain in this city.
Yeah, not to mention I was always something of a nomad. But right now, the Sinai seemed like a good fit. There isn't much of a us presence, if you know what I mean.
Wow, we're establishing pretty good base. And he kind of looks around, but seeing they're mostly alone in this middle section. And now we got... Let's drop the act. Now, actually, a sizable army already assembled. The problem right now is we don't have much information to move further in our efforts, young brother.
Damn.
It's good to see you join our glorious mission.
Damn right. And you would make a quick back and forth. They didn't usually check from over here. This railway is disconnected from the rest of fucking New York, so we're pretty safe. But don't be talking. But let's keep the talk of the Crusade to itself and just talk about us for a second.
Sure. And Louis looks a lot more relaxed now. So, you need anything? I mean, you're new in the city. Do you need a place to sleep? Do you need some supplies? Can I help you?
I don't. Supplies, yes. Sleep, no. I've been able to survive much as I had on the way over here, walking around for a bit and then sleeping in a hole in the ground. What I really need is information, contacts.
Oh, I see. So you've been all alone here.
I've been walking around blind as a bat, and at the words "blind as a bat," you pops his cap a little bit, and you can see underneath it big bat ears.
Oh man, that's the curse of Cain. Looks pretty mighty to me. Should be proud of that. Don't you miss your brothers being here all alone, just by yourself?
Yeah, I missed the pack.
Oh, if you want a place to hang out with other kind.
Fellowship is much appreciated. When
Alright, but
I left Zooster the first time, I was trying to find fucking Libby.
Lee chuckles for a moment. Oh, you were not gonna find her. We got her good.
Really? How'd it go down?
Pretty easy.
Hmm.
We stormed to a safe house. We killed that motherfucking dog. And then we just took her and ravaged her and transformed her back into ashes. No soul is ours.
Did you videotape it?
For academic purposes.
I know one guy. Wow, there's this big fuck off pack on the north side of Zusha. I would love to see that.
Hmm, Many people here would like to see that.
Yeah. The first time when I was on the track of Libby, I think I found her fucking face-off ghoul. It was really nasty sight, but I didn't find anything else.
Yeah, she had a lot of those, but man, at the end of the day, they're still humans. I cannot stand before the might of Cain.
They're cattle, they're herd. Yeah, they're not worth much, but that's my fucking dinner, asshole.
True that. So, well, you probably need a bit of a plan, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. My,
Well, let me tell you a funky story.
Go ahead.
So, as it turns out, I cannot forward the Ivory Tower is in league with many evil things, brother. Wolves and demons. They all walk this city, and the Camarilla, well, they are not below dealing with such traitors to the race. So you gotta be
Really?
careful. There are areas that are inhabited by other creatures. Yes, I am dead sure. When we arrived, it was a shock to us. I mean, come on, demons, even for the Kami, that's low.
Wait. So the rumors I was hearing weren't rumors?
What rumors did you hear, brother?
I heard that the people in the Bronx are bad people. That's all I heard.
Oh yeah, they're not people.
They're not?
From what our intelligence gathered so far, the Bronx seems to be inhabited by, well, what we would call demons. We
Fucking
killed.
shit. Are
We.
you kidding me?
Oh, I wish I was. I wish I was. And if we had the power that we wished we had, we'd go and stomp this nest of infernalists out once and for all. But sadly, this is not the time yet. But yeah, we killed one of them. I think they're a bit nervous. So you might not want to tread there.
Alright.
There's another, and he kind of points out of the window to roughly show to Central Park. You know that big green thing in New York they call Central Park?
Yeah, I was gonna go there next when I had the chance.
No, don't. As far as we understand, Central Park is inhabited by wolves being allowed to tread the city.
Wolves.
And Louis Cannon, I wish I was joking, but you do not see me smile. Wolves are in the city, and there seem to be plenty of them.
Damn, that makes my plans a little bit more difficult.
What plans?
I was gonna go to all the nature preserves and green areas and see if I can, get those people, get the wildlife on my side.
Well, there's plenty of room for the wild in this city, or at least at this island. But
Yeah,
Central
you
Park
got it.
seems to be.
Have you ever been to Island Meadows before? They've got deer there. Beautiful deer. Sweet deer. Sweet honey deer.
I must say that slipped my notice. But I think for you, brother, the safest place to take up haven would be here on Staten Island. It's where we have our headquarters. It's where the Prometheans reside, and we protect the area. We offer safe houses if you need them.
Prometheans. How many?
5.
You, Arthur.
Arthur
Not
and
easy.
Louis. Louis looks really stern. Arthur is not a Promethean. Arthur is
I
bishop
suppose
in New
lumping all
York.
the ones we have here together, since we don't have roaming packs right now. We just have insurgents.
No. You might have not gotten the news, young one. Prometheans no longer are residents of Zuster City.
We left two. Interesting.
We left. I'll move the entire pack up here to help our war efforts.
Mm-hmm. The entire pack.
So, you remember Simon?
The I do remember
Father.
Simon. I like Simon. He liked to play our games.
Yes. Father Simon is with us. Brother Vika is here with us. And there's
Brother Biker, he throws a good punch. That guy almost punched me off a bridge once.
and he's only gotten meaner in the meantime, brother. Brother Ishael and Semi have joined us.
Who and
Locals.
who?
Hmm?
Who and who?
Ishael and Remy. They are locals. They joined once we arrived. They were undercover for most of the time, seeing the Sabbat here have collapsed.
The door goes back. Interesting. So we've got
If
a
you need a
few,
temporary pack to feel home,
very interesting. So we have a few recruits, you say. Can you trust them?
they are true Sabbat. I've no reason not to.
1 second, and Yo-Yo's phone rings momentarily.
Louis just leans back and puffs a cigarette.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, one of I had to contact watching the docks. He didn't find anything very appreciative, but he said it was a false alarm. So
Well, that's maybe another thing I should tell you, and it concerns you maybe more than the rest of us.
go ahead.
There's an Autarchus in Staten Island, one we haven't got rid of yet. Seems to be a gangrel, but I'm not too sure. He lives on the
Hmm,
outskirts.
really interesting. Could be useful. Do you have
Could
his
be.
contact information, or do you know what he goes by?
He calls himself Jeg.
Jack.
Old Jeg.
Old Jack. Hmm.
Ever heard the name?
No, it's not immediately familiar to me, but I
Wasn't
should
to me
probably
either.
go to one of the old gatherings. Maybe they can help me out with that one.
Yeah, seeing I suspect he's from your blood, but I cannot confirm that. You might find easier dealings with him.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
Maybe he trusts you more than
I
he does
know a
trust
little bit of. Okay, okay. I'll make that a priority next. But of me, mines, I only know that I left Zooster. Much of the old pack is still there. Although I heard rumor of one of us coming up here. One other of us coming up here.
you. What you mean of your
Pack.
pack? Yeah, I've met Doctor. What was her name? Out of character. I forgot Sarah's character. I forgot the name out of character.
Dr. Forrest.
Yeah, Doctor Forrest.
Dr.
She's
Forrest.
here. Well, at least she used to be a couple of nights ago.
Do you know where she's stationed?
No,
Do you know where
but I
she
can find. I can give you her number if you want to.
very kindly I would appreciate that.
Louis takes out a pen and a little notepad, and he just writes a contact number on it, and gives it to Yo-Yo. Here you go. Call her. There's strength
For,
in numbers.
for a good time call. But then I need to that.
Another thing you might be interested in, and if it doesn't come to any clashes before, I have claimed the title of Bishop of New York.
Well,
Louis kind of raised an eyebrow. I'm sorry, did I say something funny?
you can't claim something you haven't conquered yet, good sir.
What do you think we can live without a hierarchy until the whole city has fallen? Is
No,
that what
no,
you're
no,
suggesting?
no, no. Go ahead, go ahead. Keep going with that. I don't mind. As long as you can call me the Bishop of the Crossroads, the Baron of the Stop Sign, the Prince of the Forest.
I just think kind of rise up a bit. I don't see the fun in that.
You is having way too much fun at this point. Okay, okay.
Well, no. Actually, what? Tell me, Yo-Yo. Do you want Arthur Thane to be the only bishop in the city?
Really, I don't care who of you guys is the bishop. I just don't want an elder over my head. I don't want those damn monster elder, monster super elders to come down and eat me. Hey, if
Well,
any of you guys can say whatever we have to do to make sure this system works, it's fine by me.
Louis takes a step closer to Yo-Yo and kind of lowers himself a bit to look into his eyes. Oh, actually, I presume Yo-Yo's bigger than Louis.
Yeah, they're about the same.
Okay, about the same. You're a funny guy, Yo-Yo. Well, as long as we won't have any problems, then I see no reason not to fully support you.
And I will reciprocate the offer.
Speak your mind.
You want to claim King Bishop New York? Fantastic. Claim a borough. Well, I'll get I claim Staten Island.
Ah, that's music. Wait, what? You're serious?
Yeah, why not? Split the bishop between the boroughs. You got Manhattan, you got the Bronx, and you got Queens, and you got the other one I don't remember, and then you got Staten Island.
Staten Island currently is claimed by the Priscus and the Sabat brother.
Ah, heck, let those bitches come down and dictate their own words if they care so much.
The Priscus is here.
Princess is here? God damn.
He points out, like, kind of downwards. If you walk that street all the way to the end, you will come to a fort. It is closed, but for our kind, for brothers and sisters, it's open. The fort is our main base. It's where the Priscus resides and looks over our efforts and gives sound counsel and advice for those willing to hear him out.
That's not scary, but I can work with it.
Oh, you should be afraid.
I'm very afraid, good sir.
Good, good. Means you still have your brain cells intact, but
Speaking
the
of being,
Priscus is a wise man. He gives very good counsel.
hmm,
You should seek him out.
I shall consider your words. You've never let me astray before. I always remember those drugs you gave me. That was a good trip. But seriously, the other night 3 humans got the jump on me.
Could you repeat the last sentence?
3 humans got the jump on me.
3 humans? What do you mean, brother?
I don't know how you say it, but it's almost as if they were laying a trap for me. See, when I was going about trying to feed, they just, I don't know, they just jumped me. I was able to get out of there really quickly, but ever since the fucking hunters, well, paranoid.
Hunters? Did you just say hunters?
I didn't say they were hunters, I said they were humans. I think regular people may have been paying too much attention to me at some point. Or maybe I just angered at a local mob.
Well, we can all fall due to ambush. You
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't take it too rough upon yourself. Still a mighty warrior, and it's not a real fair combat if they just jump you like some gangsters in a back alley.
There's a difference between hunting and getting hunted. Hunting is the efficiency of taking out the those that wouldn't survive anyways. Being hunted is something I do not want to be.
Could you point me out where that happened? If there are mobs of humans around looking for blood, then we should return the favor.
And Yugo gives the mild address of a bar he had once eaten at to one point of the island or another. Sorry, we didn't really specify.
It's okay.
But the thing is, I don't think they were even locals. I think they may have tracked me down from someplace else.
Hmm. Do you have any names?
No
Could you
names.
catch them up?
Just one of them told me they were from the Bronx. That's why I got spooked real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let me do some checking. Let me call some people. Maybe we can track these z- vigilance down. And we should.
Vigilantes. I like that word. They're vigilantes.
Their trouble. They're peasants. Cattle that thinks of themselves higher than they are. If we find them, we will
Mad
skin
cow
them.
disease.
Exactly, mad cow disease. And if you don't show those cows who's the real predator, well then they could forget.
They
If I
could
get
be
something, I will come back to you and we shall skin them together.
interesting. Interesting. I appreciate it very kindly, Papa Louie, and I'll try not to have a repeat incident.
Don't worry about it. I will not have soldiers of Cain be humiliated by some fucking humans.
Now, remember, prey, hunter, and hunted. Prey or predator. What does the predator do? The predator takes down the weak and stupid and foolish. Do not mitigate the predator if it serves a useful purpose. The hunters get the stupid and the weak of us. They throw those away to the pyre. I was neither weak nor stupid, which is why I live. It is another trial.
Hmm.
So I say, leave them be, and let them get the weak and stupid of us, so that the strong may reinforce our numbers.
Usually, I would absolutely agree with you. But right now, I would rather focus our numbers, and even the weaker amongst us, to fight against the real enemy. Sent to be picked away by whatever it is that attacked you. There's a greater enemy right now at our door, and the tower needs to fall, Rome needs to burn before we can just get rid of dead meat.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. I'll trust you in that matter alone.
Good. And this is not me. I just try to focus our efforts at the moment. Sadly, the Cardinal has taken a leave of absence. So it's up to us to make the best out of the situation and get settled in, and that is my advice to you, if I may offer one.
Okay. Okay. I do have
Get
another question.
get settled in. Become formidable in your own right within your own borders. We
Emulate
are
that
here to stay. We are liberators, not just conquerors. We need to be strong on our own turf for now.
we are very, very close. We are not in Zister. We are next door neighbors.
That's why. There's a. Well, some people suggested we should come in all guns blazing, embrace a lot of shovelheads, and just storm the castle, so to say. I'm of a different opinion. I say, let's infiltrate them. Let's watch them and learn from them. Let's get settled in. Let's build up our own influence and resources, get our own contacts, and let's see if they are still able to beat us at their game. I highly doubt it. We have so capable Cainites in the city, now with you being here.
A silent war. A cold war.
Exactly. Just as sufficient, just as efficient. And maybe we can save some of these poor lost neonate souls in the Camarilla. While the elders are corrupted and beyond salvation, some of the younger ones might still be persuaded to the wisdom of the Sabbat.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. What about the Beast? Are they still the loyalists here, or are they gone rogue?
Uh, repeat that?
Sorry. What about the Beast? Are they loyalists in the area, or have they gone rogue?
The beasts?
Claws appear out of Yoyo's hand.
The loyalists? Sorry, I'm not quite sure what you mean, brother. And he kind of looks a bit distracted for a moment.
The Gangrel.
Not a lot of gangrel around as far as I know, except for the Arotarchus that recently showed up. Let me think of another one. I think well, they executed. Well, and with they, I mean the Ivory Tower executed a gangrel just recently.
Who? What? And for what?
Oh, I can't give you specifics. Our intelligence is limited. But I'm happy to find out if you want to know.
Keep me informed. I'll do a side investigation.
So
I,
far, sadly, I cannot tell you about the position of your blood in the city. Not much, at least.
okay, okay. It's, that's rather a tricky situation for my kind.
But I can give you more. We have informants.
Okay. Don't give them to me, in case they get caught. Let me work with my own people for right now.
Very well, as you wish. No obligation.
In fact, you may have been telling me too much when you told me about the fort. But I'll let that slip. Probably good enough for right now.
Why would I tell you too much? Do I have reason to doubt your loyalty?
You have reason to doubt everyone's loyalty.
Brother, if we cannot stay united and focused in this one, keep ourselves together, how are we ever supposed to overcome our enemy? We need to trust one another to a certain degree.
It's true. But be precautious. Maybe it is the days and years on the road and the recent ambush I've suffered.
Good. Forget about the fort. It is.
Probably.
It is just.
Uh,
It is your last resort. If shit goes down and you need a place to be safe, you can go there. That's all I'm saying.
okay. I recognize your words. I recognize your wisdom in saying them. Louis,
Yes.
I'm really glad I found you. I was running around here panicking for like the past fucking week.
Oh. And Louis will kind of gently put a hand on your shoulder. Don't worry. You're with your brothers now. We take care of one another. We always do. That's how we survive. That's why we're strong. That's why we will win. You're no longer on your own. If you want to be on your own, you can choose to. But that's the power of the Sabbat, brother. It's the freedom. We give you the freedom to do what you need to do. But now, whenever you need friends to be around, escape the loneliness of the road, we're here. We're with you. And now we have you.
You have me, I have you. I have to say, the more things change, the more things stay the same, and history repeats itself.
It's like in good old times, you will see.
Let's go get a drink.
Yes, let's go and get a drink.
Have you ever had white-tailed deer before?
No, I can't say I have.
We're going to change that. And you will point to the next station, which is closer to Island Meadow and the Central Park location than any other station. And you'll get off and ask Lou and Jester for Louis to follow him.
Louis will follow the man.
And I think we're good with calling that scene. How about you?
I'm cool with that.
All right, and the scene ends with Papa Louie and Rio hunting down a white-tailed deer within Staten Island. Ah, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And have a good night, everyone.
Hail Kane.
Okay.